Welcome to the Hidden Sound Pod. I am your host, Say Nave, aka Bryant, or the other way around, because Bryant's my government name. And with me, as always, my co-host, Bradwick.
Hello, everybody. I was like, man, it's sort of taking a long time to
Sorry, so I gotta switch to every single time. Anywho, quick shameless plug because I'm being ignorant. Check out my album. Came out anyways. Just wanted to throw that out there. Sorry, guys.
You're gonna say more.
It's a fantastic album. Make sure you check it out.
It is.
It's an anime podcast. I didn't want to get ahead of myself. I'll do a proper pitch in a few weeks. But sorry I'm late. I didn't want to be here is the name of the album from me, your boy, Say Navy. Anyways, this podcast is really about anime. Anywho, so here we talk about anime, movies, series, the whole works. As always, we start with Comment Watch. I forgot the screenshot for Comment Watch. It was so Brad posted a post about Frieren in the grocery store, and I'm going to copy and paste it. But the person was something to the effect of like, they wouldn't be that mad because as long as you give her a little pat on the head. Gives you a little pat on the head. What did he say?
Yeah, something about a pat in the head. Now I forgot what it was.
God, I'm gonna put it in there. It was good.
We'll put it in there. Yeah.
But Frieren, actually, I didn't even put it in the notes, but let's go straight to the news. Frieren season 2 is making confirmed. How did I not put this into my notes?
You know why? Because the news came out the day after we recorded the last time.
That's what
and that's why we forgot.
Okay, yeah.
That's why we didn't. I totally forgot about
Frieren Beyond Journey's End, fantastic season 1. The news says they're coming out with season 2. I'm so nervous about this after Game of Thrones.
Because now you're like, okay, is it gonna get worse? Is it gonna get better? Because I think one anime I think that people like season 1 of that we haven't seen yet is called Promised Neverland. Everyone loves season 1, and then there was a season 2, and nobody liked it.
Yeah, I heard about that,
and it was so bad.
That's why I didn't watch it, because I remember everyone going, "This is the most incredible season." Like when it came out, it was the most incredible show, and then and so I'm very.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
No, Frieren was a little too good, and so
now it's like well, here comes the dip. Hopefully, it doesn't dip too far or stays the same.
I'm very nervous about. I hope. I would rather see a show start off middling, maybe even bad, like Parks and Rec, and then just blow my expectations out the water.
Yeah, you want a decent season 1. It's like. You don't want to start. Yeah, it's worse when you start off fast, and then you don't want to do a Dexter where it started off great.
Oh,
and then it's like
it hurts more.
Yeah, it's like the comparison with Dexter and Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad started off okay, and then it was like, oh my god, the show was amazing.
3, 4, and 5 were just phenomenal.
Yeah,
1 was fine, 2 was good, 3 was like, oh, we in here, all right.
Yeah.
So that's actually big news. However, the hype train, I hope doesn't make the animators nervous. I hope it doesn't make the production
studio
nervous.
It would make me nervous. I'm like, oh my god.
Clearly, Game of Thrones couldn't handle the pressure, and they just quit.
Well, they ran out of books, and then we don't know what
to do. So yeah, we'll see. So that's the first big bit of news. Is Frieren season 2.
Yeah.
I mean, I would still say watch season 1. It was pretty much worth it. It's I wouldn't say it's a closed arc, but there's a lot covered that if it never came back, I would still be upset if it never came back.
Yeah, I'd be a little disappointed. But they got it covered.
They covered a lot in that season. Next up, all right, so Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Cancel my anime list.
Cancel MAL. They should get canceled. So okay. FMA Brotherhood has knocked down to number 3 on the top anime rankings. Now,
what have we become as a society? What is happening?
Frieren, if the show stopped tomorrow, I would be like,
Frieren,
fair enough.
I'll let you have Frieren. Because Frieren's really, really good.
That dethroned it at first, but this next egregious. So Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War arc somehow became the no.
Look, I don't want to look. I haven't seen the I saw the first episodes that came out a couple years ago. It was better than I thought it was going to be. The Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War arc. I haven't seen this new one and the previous one before that, but it's good. But let's
calm down a little bit, because
I'll let you have Frieren, but you're not gonna say Bleach and get away with it.
But you know what? Here's the one thing I'll give him is that I am actually interested in watching Bleach for the first time, because I do appreciate getting better over time. Whereas y'all Naruto people are gonna hate me. Naruto started off strong, and boy, that's shit went in.
Yeah, that was not great.
Where I'm like, from all accounts, the Blood of War arc is pretty good. You gotta suffer through a lot to get there.
Because I read the manga. I kind of got disinterested, and then when the anime came out, it was actually pretty. It was pretty good because they had time to work on it, and it's not all these episodes, so it looks really, really good. Story wise, I think it's not bad. I just thought they could have done some of this stuff early in the series to be more interesting. But man, no.
Absolutely not. This is egregious.
I was like, cancel this entire site.
The best comment was on Reddit, and it said, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, the entire show, as an entire show, had 9.09 as a rating, with 3.4 million people reviewing, versus Bleach, only the newest season, not the whole thing, a slightly higher 9.09, I guess in some change, with only 100,000 people in the who rated it. Right,
I hate those people.
So, and another comment was finally the people who've been just barraging my anime list with reviews over the last 20 years are all older millennials and young Gen Xers. Me included, we all have kids. I'm not in there in the comments fighting the good fight no more. I don't got time to be fighting the good fight in the review section and writing up. And so whereas now that entire fan base, remember this came out in the original FMA came out
in 2003.
And then the follow-up came out in what, 09, right?
Yeah.
Everybody who was big on it is getting...
Everybody's old now. So, much older, yeah.
I liked that little conspiracy theory that it's just...
But but Bleach came out in 04.
Well, look, I don't have an answer for you. I don't have an answer for you.
We're fighting ourselves.
Effectively, yes. I don't know what's going on. Stop it, guys. Stop it.
God. I'll never go.
This is absolutely egregious.
I was like, not Bleach.
This is absolutely egregious.
Could have been anything else.
Yeah. This is...
Congratulations to Bleach.
I'm surprised my anime list doesn't have a a minimum threshold before you can crack the top 10. I'm pretty sure it's easy to code. If you have under 1 million, I'll say under 500,000, I would think would be the smallest amount of reviews.
Yeah.
That'll require you to get above. Then again, I'm like, what is Steins Gate? Everyone hasn't seen Steins Gate.
Yeah, I'm guessing there's a minimum to crack the top 10 or something like that. But
yeah, I think there should be a minimum of
maybe they should raise it. I don't know. If there's more anime out now, maybe they should start raising it.
Yeah, right. Because everyone has their little fandom.
Yeah.
All right, this next one you brought in Uzumaki, which I was like, Naruto has a new thing out.
That's what I thought too. I was like, oh no, some horror thing.
Yeah, so it's a pretty well received and popular horror manga by Junji Ito from I think back in 1999, and has the headline is the Uzumaki anime is already a bigger failure than Berserk 2016.
Oof, yeah.
So the highly anticipated anime adaptation basically started off strong episode 1, and then by episode 2,
the animation just went down, and then people were saying the pacing was wrong.
Yeah,
because they were hitting all these points in one episode. Like, wait a minute, what are you doing? And if I were a fan, I'd be so mad because I think they announced the anime in 2019. And then they
5
delayed
years.
it like 2-3 times.
Yeah.
And then like the first episode is great. And then the animation went so wrong in the second episode. Because
Yeah.
I was thinking we could have watched that for an episode. Because for next time,
I don't like
it was
horror. I'm scared of horror.
because it was only 4 episodes. I was like, oh, this looks pretty interesting.
Oh, only 4?
Yeah, it was only 4.
And all right.
So yeah, it's like you have 4 episodes and you've had 5 years to work on it. Like, what possibly went wrong with writing the story? People were, I think, also worried that it was 4 episodes because, like, how can you fit everything?
You know who would have finished it? Mappa.
It's like the horror story behind the horror story.
They would have cranked that bad boy out in a summer.
Yeah, like
they would have cranked out.
cancel your summer vacations.
Just no one's leaving.
No one is
4
leaving.
episodes. Man would have been like, hold my beer.
I think it was like 4 episodes.
They would have given us a whole 24 episode arc with side characters just added in as anime filler. Yeah, like.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure it was like 4. I could have sworn they said 4 episodes, and people were concerned. I'm like, 4 episodes? Like, that's a lot of story you got to cover here. And then you have a good episode 1, and then suddenly episode 2 is bad. I think there were some staff changes too.
Yeah,
from episode 1 to episode 2 that potentially caused all this to happen.
I added in a comment from one of the animators. So basically, the Uzumaki executive producer breaks the silence on Blue Sky, one of the Twitter competitors.
Yeah.
And then, deleted his comments, which I'm like, people, it doesn't work. Just leave it up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
The internet never forgets. But quote, it's fine. We knew this would happen. I can't talk about what went down, but we were screwed over. And the options were A, not to finish and air nothing and call it a loss. B, just finish and air 1 episode and leave it incomplete. Or C, run all 4. So you're right, we did 4 episodes.
Yeah.
So C, run all 4 episodes. And out of respect for the hard work, we chose C. After waiting so long, it makes sense. People would be mad. Unfortunately, I can't tell them who to blame it on, but someone is definitely at fault here, and we all just had to do our best when things imploded. And lastly, maybe others would have had made different choices. We did the best we could with what we had. I'm like, A.
Yeah, I know. Wait, what was that? A was.
I get him.
I would have not.
Well,
when you have executives.
And
they're
honestly,
not gonna like. That's a loss.
No,
like,
I think B, right? Because you air episode 1, and then that's it. Build the hype and kind of get and build the business case for more.
They should have went that direction. Because if episode 1 looked that good, and you kind of then we got episode 1, we got a good idea of people liking it or not. We can continue, take it as like a pilot episode,
right?
For television, like have 1 episode, see how everybody likes it, and then go from there.
Yeah, it's rare, but shows come back,
They had to restart from the ground up in like 2021, 2022. What happened?
Plenty of time.
You had only 4 episodes.
Mappa, give me 3 months. 3 months we would crank
assemble the slaves.
Because like even Family Guy was canceled, right? And they brought him back.
Oh yeah,
so it's like you could have.
I got canceled twice, I think. 2-3 times, something like that. But yeah, they came back, and then it was a lot better.
B was Mr. Executive Producer. B was the correct answer here, not whatever y'all did. But I understand why they chose C, because I mean, even with stuff that I work on, it's like I worked on it, put it out. So that
I don't know how it was. I think as we're taping this now, I think it's Friday. I think a new episode comes out tonight. I think so. From how this guy,
do we watch it for next week? For next episode?
How I'm guessing it's not getting better if a producer or whatever is coming out saying and like having a tweet long thing, with this. I don't think it's gonna get any better. But yeah, I wonder what happened with all that. when it's only 4 episodes.
Yeah, I'm just like, what are y'all doing? I mean, look, I'm throwing tomatoes from the cheap seats, but come on, guys.
Yeah.
Last bit of news and kind of we're doing like a first look. So Dan came out. What do you think?
I think they did a really good job of just establishing stuff for right now. So I thought it was good. I thought it's interesting. You're getting to know the main characters, the 2 main characters, and I saw the preview for the 3rd episode. They're gonna bring in somebody else.
Oh, I've only seen the first episode.
Yeah,
so
but I thought they did a really good job of just like having a chill opening, not chill, but like a really good opening episode to understand who the 2 main characters are.
Yeah, I didn't realize how anticipated the series was.
Yeah,
and I thought the opener was pretty good. This is pretty solid. 2 main takeaways for me.
I know
3. One, it is that it was a solid episode 1. 2, that theme song.
Yeah. Oh,
S tier.
God.
S tier.
Yeah.
S tier theme.
Really, I was like
S tier theme. Dan has an S tier theme song.
That theme song is really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Animations all over the place. I was like, wait, am I having a acid trip?
Yeah, I was like, what is
that
happening?
was the first thing I texted you when I saw episode 1. This theme song is phenomenal.
Yeah, I was like,
I haven't heard anything like it. It's all over the place. I love it. Right. So, and then 3, and this becomes more of an issue with this is more a problem with the show we're going to talk about. But this lolly nonsense has got to stop, man. Like, just put him in college. I can't get over it, man. Put him in college.
It's like the scene's bad enough, but it's like worse that she's in high school.
Yeah, it's like,
you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
I don't even know. Like, it's such a simple. So, okay, there's a scene in the first episode. I'm sure you've all seen the episode, but she's and she's basically down to her panties because of the aliens who,
with no context. I'm sorry. I just realized with no context.
Long story short, the lead girl, I forgot her name, and the lead guy, the guy's getting bullied. She defends him. They get to talking. He believes in aliens. She believes in ghosts. They go, you're both like. It's basically trying to prove why the other one is wrong. So she goes out to a location where he says there's aliens, and he goes out to one location where she says there's ghosts, and she finds the aliens. He finds ghosts. The ghost wants to eat his stick, and the aliens want to impregnate her because there's no females. And it's actually a really fun set. Like, it's for as gratuitous as it is, it's actually really fun to watch. It's actually really fun and crazy and silly. And it's set up. It's good. It's a good show.
Yeah.
But why are they in high school?
Yeah, I don't want to be talking about this boy's junk. It makes it now more awkward.
Yeah, it's just like,
yeah, we got to find this boy's penis.
Japan. Japanese animators, what is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all?
I was like, oh, they're in high school and it's something weird.
I it's been said 1,000 times.
Yeah, I just wonder why that's the case.
Penguin Z0 has it, but it's like, yo, what is the like? Just put him in college. I'll stop complaining. Make him 18. I'll stop complaining.
Yeah.
Make him 17 high school seniors. I might stop complaining. No, I'll still complain. Like,
yeah, it's weird.
It's so like, it just.
I'll enjoy the show, but it's after a certain. It's just like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm. I can't get past it. I'm just like, what?
Because it's like it's not really. It's not really relatable because at least for us, because we're like in our 30s and stuff.
Yeah.
But and even then, it shouldn't be relatable to somebody in high school. Either.
It's like, anyway. So that's my big thing. The episode, for at least the opener, really fantastic, really funny. It's like balls to the wall. Just high school balls. Yeah. Which is the problem.
Yeah, that's the end. Good save.
The animation is cool. So, yeah, I'd recommend watching it. I just don't understand, like why you have to set it up that way. But yeah, so that's just my first impressions are that I'm gonna watch the second episode, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna cover it in December because it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's 12 episodes on Netflix. Find it there.
Yeah,
It's so far so good.
word. I gotta watch episode 2 because episode 2 came out, so I'm gonna get to that. All right, on to the speaking of high school, on to the main topic. All right, Devilman Crybaby. Okay, so this anime, how can I put it? What are your thoughts?
I don't even know it. I had like when I was on episode 6, I had a different opinion about the show because it was just like this is on this. It's like I'm watching this on Netflix, but 3 X's with it.
No, that's the best. That's the best way to describe it.
I'm like, turn it down. Let me turn on the volume.
Seriously, I had Windsor, my daughter, next. I was like, oh, all right. So back to our main topic. We recorded part of it. Thank God, we only lost about 5 minutes of content, or 10 minutes of content. But our main topic is Devilman Crybaby. So just to go over the topic again, over the plot again, basically. You have Rio and Akira. Rio had come back over some time. He had been studying overseas in South America, doing research with, I guess, South American natives. And he came back recently and informed Akira that the scientist he was working with had discovered devils. And so he's on a quest to rid the world of the devils. High school. Everyone's in high school. This show is at level 10 gratuity. Like everyone's naked. But the problem is everyone's underage. It drives me insane. You see everyone naked, and then spoiler alert, everyone dies. Everyone sucks. Yeah. Everyone sucks in this show. So sorry to make you repeat. So what are your thoughts?
I was saying I don't know how he trusted Rio at all.
Yeah,
because I'm like, this guy is not trustworthy.
Zero.
Whatsoever.
He's the sketchiest looking man in the world.
Yeah, but he looks sketchy. He's saying some weird stuff. He's like, okay, we were friends. Let's just keep. Why would you trust him?
His introduction is him coming to the dock with a gun and starts shooting. And this is your friend.
I forgot.
Like your best friend comes and just goes, "Hey, Akira," and he starts shooting the rappers.
Yeah, and I was like,
There's literally rapping for 4 straight episodes. It drove me insane.
Yeah, there was a lot.
I watched it in Japanese and I was like,
"Oh, you watched it in Japanese? Yeah."
You saw it in English?
Yeah, they rapped it in Japanese though.
Really?
Yeah,
it was awful. One thing I hate in anime is rapping because it's always the most dumb, but the dumb. And I'm like, ooh. And I've seen on TikTok some real dope Japanese rappers.
Yeah,
this ain't it. Like, whatever. This ain't it. Stop it. Like, it is the most cringeworthy rapping that it is. They tied into the episode. Yeah. It's so bad. No. The intro, trash.
Oh yeah, it's not. I skipped that one.
But the show itself, like I was saying before, the show itself is interesting. It's a callback to anime of yesteryear, like around the Akira time. Mm-hmm. So the thing with Devilman Crybaby is that it is very gratuitous. It is very like as you were saying before, when you're watching this on Netflix, it's like Netflix XXX. Like it's like 2 extra X's. Yeah. It is like those shows back in the 80s that where you got boobs and then there's like tentacles coming out of the boobs for some reason.
It's like with the Hub, they don't gotta make parody. Just put that on.
Yeah, seriously. No, seriously. This
that's how like you gotta turn it down. Like you're a significant other, but what are you watching?
No, yeah, you can't watch this with your parents. Like imagine those 80s anime like horrorcore, absolute gratuity before you had the rating system RPG. It is just it's wild, man.
Yeah,
like
it gets pretty crazy.
It's gory as hell. I like how it's a little weird the first few episodes, but around episode 8 I liked how, so spoiler alert, by episode 8 it goes from this weird show about trying to eradicate devils, so you realize Akira's best friend Rio is actually Satan at the very end, and the devils are trying to take over the world again and get rid of the humans. Because this whole backstory about how the humans came about and the devils had to kind of go underground. So I thought that was pretty cool. How basically Satan is trying to take the world back over.
Right.
The reason why the show is called Devilman Crybaby, because I mentioned the Devilman part, but the Crybaby part is because Akira catches humanity and cries over humans. And so the whole idea is that you're trying to stop the devils from taking over. Well, they lose and everyone dies. And what I thought was neat was Satan or Rio actually has emotion at the end. Yeah, and he's like, my friend. And he starts to cry over his friend, and then God goes. So God destroys the earth.
And credits.
I was like, so yeah, it's a long story about the devils. Like, I think what it ended up being was a story about how the devils take over the world, and God goes, nope.
No, he was like, nah.
My only critique is that everybody in the show sucks. Like, everyone's the worst possible version. Even before the people so some of the people become devils. Even before they suck, everyone sucks.
Yeah, but it was like, I'll say, watching the end of episode 9 was tough because everyone just got like decapitated and stuff, and then got put on a like pike or spike.
They put the girls Mickey head on a pike.
I was like
Game of Thrones style, dude. It is Game of Thrones out here in this world.
Yeah, I was like that. You know what I was thinking of?
Keep going.
After the episode after the Red Wedding, when Robb Stark's like body, they put his body like, horse head on his head or something like that, and then put him on a horse, and his body was there. Just
yeah, I
was like, man,
no, this whole show is the whole show is the Red Wedding, like literally.
Yeah, and then Miki's family, the boy was a demon and ate the mom, and then the father came over, then the police shot. I'm like, all right, man. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted a happy ending. I was hoping for a happy ending. Can we get a better ending? I was like, maybe he'll be resurrected.
When they shot the dad, I was like, yo, this is that's from a artiste standpoint, I thought that was really cool. Like, they were just like it's writing in the extreme. Like, anything bad to happen was gonna happen.
Yeah,
but even I was like,
when Miki got stabbed, like, she about to get stabbed.
Yeah,
I was like,
I think when the dad got shot, I was like, really? You just like the guns just blew his whole body.
Yeah, I was
like every small bullet is gonna blow your whole arm off. Like, nothing is subtle in this show. You get stabbed, you basically implode open. It's wild, right?
Yeah, even like when his parents both got killed. I was hoping they kind of stretch that out a little bit longer.
Yeah,
they just did it for like an episode, and like, I'm back, and they're dead. I'm like,
the show could have used a bit more character building.
Even with Rio, I thought it was fine, but at times I was like, done this a little bit, maybe like a tad bit earlier.
Yeah,
because episode 8, from the beginning of episode 8 to the end of episode 9, the whole game is different now.
Yeah.
And it's like it's I don't want to say it's sudden, but it seems a little quick.
Yeah.
So I was like, y'all. It seems like maybe they needed an extra episode or two to like stretch it out a little bit.
It's like Gurren Lagann. It's like at some point they switch gears and it becomes ramped up. And it's a little fast.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. If they had pushed that back maybe 2 or 3 episodes, because I was actually more
like, Rio was a normal guy. I'm saying, I was like, what?
The shift from it being a story about figuring out,
it wasn't about Akira anymore. It was about Rio the last 2 episodes. It felt like more so much more about Rio than it was Akira.
I do feel like I would have rather have spent more time with the flip than with the initial I became a devil. It was kind of like not a fish out of water, but it was like, I got these powers. What's happening? I got to figure out how to. And I thought it was going to be a show about coping with that, which it kind of was. And then it switched to, oh no, this is Satan. And I could have used an extra episode. I mean, all in all, I think it's I'd recommend it. I think it's interesting. It's a really interesting show.
Yeah,
It's an exercise in artistic freedom, which is why I would recommend it.
Yeah.
Don't watch it with your kids. Don't watch it with your parents.
Yes.
Watch it on very low volume because you're effectively watching porn.
It's like headphones on, maybe do that with to lower
Cover
the
your
laptop, little screen a little bit.
Yeah, because like
screen protector or something.
And here's the thing: the first 8 episodes, it's like you're watching softcore HBO late at night porn for I gotta like bleep out.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm like,
that's how crazy
we're gonna get
show.
demonetized.
Yeah.
So some of my notes, the English. Oh, you didn't watch it in Japanese?
No.
Oh my god. Okay,
What?
so Rio, because he was in abroad.
Oh yeah.
All those parts were in English, but it was the Japanese actor doing the English parts.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna come at it at first, but I was like, you know what? Props to you.
Yeah,
and it was intelligible. It wasn't so far off. And whoever wrote it, the English writing was pretty good. And so I was like, okay, slow clap. You should watch the Japanese and then watch them flip to English.
I'll check that again to see if they did anything.
So for example, remember at the end where he's like, I want to make an announcement. My friend is a devil, right?
Oh yeah.
That was all in English from the Japanese actor's voice.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It was. I
gotta find.
So
that.
I was like, all right, I'll give you some credit for that. I have Kendrick Lamar would not approve Devilman Crybaby at all. A minor.
Oh yeah.
Then he wouldn't like this.
No,
it's too much. I absolutely do not understand why the setting of this is in high school. It can actually be in college. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Put them in college. Track meets and all. Make them Olympians. Like in their 20s, like it would still more or less do it. Like literally the kids are in high school.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like
there's even a statutory scene in the guy with the gun.
Oh yeah.
He ends up getting murdered by the devil girl. But like there's a scene. There's a oh my god I gotta bleep out so much. That's kind of like where I go, yo, just make them in college. Like, because you anything awful in the show, it's just a hint more, like a hint worse because
of the ages.
Because the age, because the girl in high school who converted to become a devil, right? Old dude who's like way old.
He's
on
way
the opposite end of the spectrum, right? Balding dude, I think. Come here, I want to help you sweat some more. Whatever. And then from a distance, you see them doing it, and you're like, "Oh, she's in high school.
Yeah.
This is double the problem."
Yeah,
and then she kills him. so it's problem solved. I guess.
But I guess, but it's still like, not great.
It's not great. Like why? Like I was going through reviews. And people were like, "Yo, this is an amazing." I'm like, "Yeah, but can we all address the issue at hand? Like, they do not have to be in high school if you're writing this. I have to look at you as the author, the mangaka. Stop it, all y'all."
Yeah, I don't know why they do that.
Anyway,
there's got to be
the president. I thought was funny.
Yeah, I was like, that's him.
Yeah. So I do find funny when watching different shows that have presidents in them. And you can always tell when they're made by the type of president they have in the show. Yeah. Type of American president they have in the show. So this one, you can tell Trump was still president when it was written. Because it was like, oh, look, that's Trump. Or some like black guy, some vague black president is always like, oh, this will be during Obama, right? Yeah. You're about to see a bunch of women presidents. I think it's pretty cool. You can always tell when the show is was made, depending on the American president. Yeah. What else do I have here?
I was gonna say that the ending obviously felt like the movie Akira, and also like the end of Evangelion, like out and like everyone's gone and it's like weird stuff. But it was also like this. I don't know, ever seen any episodes of the Twilight Zone, but there's this one famous episode where this guy named Henry, he loves reading books, but like his boss hates that he reads books. His wife hates that he reads books. Yeah. So like during his lunch break, he'll read books in his he'll read in a bank. He was a bank teller, so he'll read in a bank vault. And somehow a nuclear war happened. So an H-bomb goes out and just destroys everybody.
Yeah.
But he was safe in the bank vault, so he survived. And so when he gets out of the bank vault, he was like going to kill himself. Then he sees the library destroyed like somewhat nearby, but all the books were still out.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh my God!" So he has all the time to read. He has all these books. No one's around. He has all these books. He wears glasses, so he's happy with all these books. But what happened was he actually breaks his glasses, so now he can't see really.
Oh no!
And he's by himself, and he can't read.
Yo, that's awful.
And so with Rio, he's like, "Oh, I'm with Akira," but he's dead, and he's by himself.
That's all right. God just came through.
Yeah, but so it's not. Yeah, no, God came and destroyed everybody. So it was like he almost got what he wanted.
Yeah.
And then like he's just alone.
Yeah.
And now he wish he probably hadn't have done that.
Right. Exactly.
You know.
Time is it? All right. Cool. Not time.
Yeah.
But no.
So that's what it kind of reminded me. He's like, I'm alone now. I was like, oh, you idiot.
I was like, what? No, it's a very this entire show stands on the weight of the last 3 episodes.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you. That ending was pretty damn good. I like, which is to me one of the bigger parts of a show. It has to have a good ending.
Yeah.
I wish they would have brought it back an episode or two, because by episode 6, by that point, I was like, what is happening here? Actually,
yeah, 6, I was like, okay. Then they had episode 8. I thought that ended really. I thought that ended really well with Rio's outing Akira.
It was
and
good.
Then by the end of episode 9, I'm like, what show are we watching at this point?
Yeah. It should have been episode 8. Should have been brought around episode 5, because like a lot of it was just kind of like like it's just let's.
Yeah, it was good, but it was just kind of like, okay, we got to find this other Devilman who's an athlete and stuff, and I'm like, all right, and then he kind of joined Rio or whatever.
Yeah, because like Miko, like her whole arc to me was like, man,
like the track guy and Miko, I was like, okay,
I didn't care. I was like, you could have literally just pulled it forward. And not really have. I get they wanted to help build Miki's arc, but I was like, you didn't really need it. I thought they said the last 3 were so strong.
Yeah.
I beheaded my girl.
That was rough.
That was rough.
I was like,
damn,
because like you weren't expecting this like that soon.
Yeah,
like that quick. That's why the turn happened so like. I was so shocked because I was like, this was like another show, like 20 minutes ago.
Was episode 8 when they shot the dad? I think
it might have been episode 8.
I was like, yo, what's going on? You're like, wait till it's episode 9. See, yeah, that's the thing. I don't think the gratuity is a problem. I think it's actually, it lends to the show. I just think that you could have just made everyone of age. And but I do think it makes the show interesting. A lot of times, gratuity can take from the show, like I think it kind of took away from Gurren Lagann a little bit. Like I didn't really. I mean, look, I'm most of the time like have at it. I think it actually helped this show more. I think it.
I think that's something that they probably needed, because I liked it, but I was like, okay, like cool, but oh my god.
I wanted, maybe maybe this should have been a longer show, because I do feel like some of the lore could have been fleshed out a bit. You know what I mean? Like the boy became a demon out of nowhere. Maybe you shouldn't have explained that, but like
it's like they needed another step in between.
I definitely recommend the show, because episode 7 I was like, I don't know if I can recommend this show. This is kind of dumb. And I was like, oh no, okay, this is pretty cool actually. There's just like one last I want.
And it's like, I'm actually saying, and that's where I came from, and this is what I did, and here we go.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like, what?
Exactly. There was one more step that I think I wanted. I don't know where, but 'cause I'm a sucker for world building.
Yeah.
And I felt like the world building somewhere, like, get me out of that fucking track meet. I don't care. Like,
I think this is the downside of at times doing like season anime like this, because like, we were talking about like FMA Brotherhood, them able to like expand the world a little bit with like 64 episodes. You can just go straight through with 64 and that's it. And I think at times when you try to, and I guess this is just like a one-time thing with, there have been animes that have been 12 episodes, 24 episodes. So I don't know if this is really works.
Yeah.
But it's like, sometimes you got to give it 24. You know what I'm saying? You got to give things like more than 12 episodes or 10 episodes or something like that.
Yeah.
Because like what they were trying to do, you kind of needed a little more
Yeah,
you know,
it'd been nice to have a
space.
bit more build up because the way that the show works, it is kind of fast paced and it's just kind of like things just explode in your face. So it's like, all right, well, give me more time for some other. If you're gonna be killing people off randomly, like it's world build. You don't have to explain anything, but you could have maybe world build. But no, I like it. The intro and outro, it's fine. What else do I have here? Oh, I have notes from the FMA in here for some reason. Do I have anything else in here? That Bob, the rapping trash. Stop it! Yeah. Stop rapping in anime. I don't like it. The animation style was super cool. The fighting in episode 8 was a little dark. I couldn't really see what was going on. That was my only issue.
Oh yeah. It was fine.
Yeah. Other than that, I want to say once again, pretty good show. Recommend watching it. Just,
oh god,
not for the faint of heart, man.
Yeah,
I just everyone just gets beheaded.
Everybody.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyways,
everyone gets stabbed. I was like,
it's a wild watch.
I kind of like these people, but we're really getting.
No, it's a wild watch.
The cat got stabbed too.
Yeah,
the cat got stabbed. I was like, damn, the cat.
What's the? Did they kill? When did they kill the cat again? I wrote that down too.
When I think it was episode 9 when the cat went out with everybody else. Damn. I think they were at Miki's house, and then they had to leave the house because the people were coming after them.
Oh yeah,
and they just left the cat, and then the cat got stabbed and got turned into a demon or something. I was like, all right, cat's got to go too.
It's pretty interesting stuff. But anyways, all right, anything else?
No, that's it.
Yeah, it was wild. All right.
God.
Anyways, that's the Hidden Sound Pod. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do in 2 weeks. But anyways, get us to 300. 300, almost there.
Close.
Anyways, we'll talk to y'all.
All right, see ya.